our friends here. I know. Spring break is right around the corner, and that means a lot of us will be traveling. What are the etiquette rules that go with that? Give it up for one of your favorite guests on our show, etiquette expert from the St. Paul Hotel, the lovely Julie Frantz, everybody. Welcome back, Julie. How are you?
I am doing very well. I'm ready for spring.
Yes, we are too. We are ready for you. We always love when you're here, and this is a great topic. This is a great topic.
It is.
Let's start with road trips, shall we?
Personally, one of my favorite ways to travel is road trips. Part of the reason is you are confined, you have your family confined, and it's a great time for conversation.
Yeah.
But there's two groups involved. There's the driver, and my father-in-law would always say, drive for the comfort of the passenger. And so your goal is to get from A to B safely with passengers, not blood pressure through the roof. So you want to obey speed limits. You don't want to engage in road rage. You are in control. Yep, no road rage. And you're the one that should find out, you know, what kind of music, how's the temperature, windows up or down. So you're kind of in control as the driver. And then there's the passenger, unless you have something to add.
I do, Julie.
Okay.
But what if you're the driver and there's a person going 30 in the left lane on the highway? Can I yell a little bit?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
And you can only use your horn in order to avert an accident. You can't. Yeah. I think it's a good thing I come on this show.
I think it is, yeah. Okay, passengers.
Passengers' responsibility is to not distract the driver. Do not be a backseat driver, which I do sometimes. My husband's here today. He can attest to the fact that sometimes I do a little bit of that. I think it's for safety. Yeah, safety. And then again, just try to be pleasant. And if they need somebody to navigate, watch phones. We always work together with that. You know, do you want to use your system or should I get on Waze? And so just be available to help with the driving.
As a passenger, Julie, do you activate the fake brake? I love when people in the passenger seat,
I do. And I just have to say, my husband's a great driver, but sometimes a little too close.
A little too close.
So I do one of those like.
The fake brake, yeah.
Red lights, I see red lights.
Yep. Let's move to air. Oh, air travel's been in the news a lot lately. Yes.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Well, a couple of things. Actually, you brought it up this morning about the changes coming
Real
up
ID.
October 1st. So I did bring this article. And yes, be prepared. Number one, what documents do you need when you are traveling? And I think, you know, rude behavior is escalated when you are running late. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah. Everybody's blood pressure's up, yeah.
And so I am a person, and again, a lot of times my sons will go, Mom, you don't have to be to the airport 3 hours in advance. Oh yes, I do, because then I won't be rude. And so they do say,
I love you so much. I just do, yeah.
So it depends where you're going. Are you in afternoon drive?
Yeah.
For how long you need to be there. It can be anywhere from 1 to 2.5 hours in advance, but you just have to, again, look at all the situations and just allow yourself plenty of time.
Yeah.
It will keep your blood pressure down, and again, it will make things just go a little bit more smooth.
Can I ask you,
Yes.
I mentioned that it's been in the news.
Yes.
Where do you fall on recline gate?
I am so glad you asked that question because they have made the seats to recline. This is part of the space that you have bought, and you have a little button that you can push it back. Now, with that being said, you should be polite and just turn around and make sure that someone's not in the middle of getting up or pouring a drink, and then just say, I'm going to put my seat back. That's the rule of etiquette. You have every right, Yeah. Now, on short flights, and again, on my bucket list is to someday sit in first class. That would be awesome because you can recline and sleep. You know, I am usually on the seats where here's how it looks. Upright, recline.
Yeah.
And so is it really worth to even, you know, bother? I mean, it's just, I'm not reclining that much more. But you do have the right. The polite thing is just alert them. I'm going to put my seat back, and then you can do that. We just have a lot of people that have a very short fuse, and they need to come and take an etiquette class at the St. Paul Hotel.
Yeah.
They really do. Come to the hotel.
I want to, because we're going to keep Julie around. I want to stay on this because it's flying is the majority of travel other than driving.
Yes.
What about how people treat flight attendants?
Totally unacceptable. You don't ever go anywhere, whether it's in a restaurant, and order them around or order around a flight attendant. This is their job, and every day we get up, we need to have the attitude that I will treat each person that I encounter with courtesy and respect. Flight attendants are having to be referees up in the clouds anymore, and that is just unacceptable. I think airlines are going to have to start to be really strict, that if you caused a ruckus on an airplane, you'll be banned from it. I mean, I think we just have to start being really tough.
Yes, very.
Very tough. Yeah.
And we also have to remember they're there for our safety first. They are not servants.
Exactly.
They are not. They are there. Their number one priority is to keep us safe.
Right.
It's not to bring you 4 different types of crackers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
You know, can I just say, Jason?
Absolutely, Julie. You can say whatever you want. That's why I love you.
You know, in the 60s, what emerged was this me firstism. Look out for number 1. If it feels good, do it. Don't get mad. Get even. That is totally contrary to a civilized society. And if you go out into the world with that attitude, then you know what? You're going to end up blasting your way through, and you won't end up with another person that wants to be around you for the rest of your life.
I want to be around Julie when we come back. Back after this, everybody. Love it. I was curious. I wasn't sure where you were going to land with. Welcome back, everybody. More with etiquette expert from the St. Paul Hotel, Julie Frantz. Airlines, let's move to the ground to hotels.
Hotels. Some of the most missed manners at hotels are children running up and down the halls, people talking loudly. And can I just say this? When someone's staying in a hotel, we don't know the situation they're in. They might be there because they've got a child in a nearby hospital, their sleeping schedule. Here is the rule of etiquette. When you are in a hotel, you should only whisper in the halls. Only whisper. I don't care if it's 12 noon. Whisper, because we don't know if somebody's taking a late nap or was up all night with a sick child. We don't know. And so no loud talking in the halls. Do not allow your children to run up and down, to play in the elevators. Do not let doors slam. If you're coming and going, gently hold them, otherwise they slam and they can wake people up. Televisions that are on too loud and radios on too loud. And last time my husband and I were staying somewhere, we were rudely awakened 3 o'clock in the morning to 2 people yelling, screaming, and I think they could have been throwing things. Yeah, and it's like, you know, take it outside. Take it outside.
Go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because let's be honest, not the St. Paul Hotel, but a lot of hotel walls are made of basically cardboard. So, I mean,
exactly. Here's the overall thing to remember. You are sharing a sleeping experience with many, many other people.
Yeah.
And so you need to be respectful, you need to be considerate, and you just need to realize there's people that need their sleep. So keep it quiet when you're in the halls.
You have a quiz for me.
I do. I have a quiz. One of the other things when you're staying at a hotel is the only thing you should take with you are the memories and not towels and bathrobes and all these other things. So, Jason, a little quiz.
Okay.
Are you allowed to take extra tea if it's in your room? And they have, you know, they have tea. Can you take that?
Yeah.
Yes, you can take that. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Can you take the St. Paul Hotel?
No.
If you want to ask, we will sell it to you. But no, you cannot take it. And then a lot of times they'll have little snacks in your room, especially at the St. Paul Hotel. We don't have like a little separate snack area, but they have things in the room. Can you just go ahead and open this up and start chowing down?
No, you have to buy that.
That's right. You'll be
$87.
That's right.
Yeah.
We don't charge that much.
I know. Not at the St. Paul Hotel, but yeah.
So again, just be respectful. Can I just remind people?
Go ahead, Julie.
It is not polite to take things that don't belong to you. If I found a penny on the floor, I would pick it up and give it to you or give it to Jeff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pocket it. It doesn't belong to me. And so, hello, people, stealing is wrong.
Yeah, no matter what,
It's wrong.
Just because it doesn't have a price tag.
Right.
Let's go to some questions from our Facebook page. Kimberly writes, hi, Kimberly. She says, hey, Julie, she has 3 small kids and says, my husband and I prefer birthdays be celebrated with immediate family only, grandma and grandpa included. Is there a proper way to handle graciously not inviting extended family?
Okay, you're probably too young for this, but there used to be a song in the 60s that said, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to.
Oh, I know that song, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's your party and you can do what you want to. And as the hostess, you can entertain in the level that you feel comfortable with. The key will be, if you're inviting one set of grandpa and grandma, make sure you invite the other set. So we don't want any exclusion because nobody wants to be excluded from things. But if you're doing a tier, aunts and uncles, then you better do all the aunts and uncles and on its way down. But it is totally up to you to entertain to the level that you feel comfortable. And if somebody's having a little hissy fit about it, then tell them, hey, let's meet at McDonald's, we'll let the kids play, and we'll celebrate there. You know, put a little candle in a Egg McMuffin or something.
She asks, I hate making small talk on airplanes or Uber rides. Is it rude of me to have headphones on to avoid conversation?
And we didn't cover that when we talked about flights, but I will cover that. No, it is not rude, but you must first of all acknowledge the existence of another person. A smile, a greeting. How are you today? How are things going? And then if that's it, that's fine. Put on your face mask, your earphones, you know, make it very clear you don't want to talk. But you do owe it to another human being to acknowledge their existence.
Yeah. Julie Frantz, everybody. To learn more about Julie, check out our website, everydayetiquette.com. And for more etiquette classes and other events at the fabulous St. Paul Hotel, go to stpaulhotel.com.